Comte, one of my favorites. I know you like
I
Comte,
love Comte
too. So, love Comte, really delicious.
Who doesn't love Comte?
Let's taste it. Usually it's very kind of nutty, slightly caramelly, but it's got that Gruyere sharpness. Not quite as much as Gruyere is, but... Such a good cheese. How would you describe?
Nutty, smooth, creamy. Grassy.
It's the balance of Comte that works so well. You get a little bit of the sharpness of a Swiss, mountain cheese, but you get that lovely grassy, slightly nutty, caramelly, malty taste. Okay, so 3 teas again. Again, 3 very different teas. So I figure we might as well try. We've got an oolong, we've got a black tea, which is a bit weird, and we've got a green tea. Okay, so this is a different green tea. This is Long Jing, so this is imperial green. Let's talk about this tea a little bit.
Nutty. Really nutty. So I think they'll probably go quite well together.
So that was the thinking. Thinking was grassy and nutty, so chestnutty and that grassy taste should match with the Comte, hopefully. Should we give it a go?
Let's give it a go. It's quite nice.
I think it does bring out the nuttiness in it. I think it also brings out a little bit of the creaminess of the tea.
Something very fresh about this.
Yeah.
It kind of turns this into quite a fresh cheese. Because Comte is quite heavy, but it's got a rich kind of creamy sort of depth to it. And actually this tea makes it feel a bit lighter. Makes it feel less decadent. This would be more of a summer's day, outside, having some cheese, have a bit of light, fresh green tea. Whereas I wouldn't have this tea after a meal. You know how you have cheese after a meal? You don't want to drink this kind of fresh tea.
This is more aperitif style.
Aperitif, get everything going, get your flavours, but not really like an end of the evening kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it depends how you're having your cheese.
So it works. I think it works. I think it's a good combination. Whether or not we find anything better, let's find out. So this is Alishan cream. So this is Jin Xuan Oolong. And those that know, careful the microphone, those that know would know that this is very milky. So this is the milky oolong. Okay? But the natural milky oolong, none of that fake stuff. This is the Jin Xuan, the original Jin Xuan.
Smell that one again. Oh, that's just...
Yes. Yeah. It's incredible, isn't it? So this tea has natural lactones in it.
So it's milky, but it's also got sweet honey, peachy. Is it peach or... There's something else in there. What is it? Honey. Do you smell honey? Nectar. Kind of milky nectar.
So it's milky and slight, for my nose, it's milky and slightly flowery. Just a little bit of kind of...
Floral.
But not refreshing floral, the sweet floral, the kind of honeysuckle florals, not the geranium florals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's something in it called lactones. So this tea is rich in lactones, which is also paired very well with jasmines. So sometimes you pick up a slight jasmine because it's a jasmine lactone. So let's see.
So why did you think about pairing it
Well,
with
I thought about the creaminess of this cheese. And I was wondering if this tea would actually accentuate creaminess or not.
It does nothing for the cheese, for me. The tea is so delicious and the cheese is so delicious, but together they cancel each other out. That's what I'm feeling. Like I'm not getting any exciting journey in my mouth. It's just this sort of very creamy. It's fine. Doesn't taste bad together.
No.
But it doesn't taste great together either. It's just fine.
The Long Jing, the green tea, had more of a kind of interplay. This one is more like
just flat.
That's the taste of the cheese. This is the taste of the tea, and they're compatible, but they don't really do anything special.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to something which is a little bit strange. And this is a tribal black tea called Bulang Black. So this is a black tea from Yunnan province, made from the tribes. Have a smell of that.
Oh, that's very... Can you smell that? That's very rich, very deep. I'm not very good at describing teas, but that smells to me.
It's got a little bit of kind of fruitiness
is there
to it.
blackberry in there?
Right, so for me there's a kind of roasted fruits, black currants, roasted fruits. There's also a woodiness to it. There's also a slight spice to it, like almost kind of like spices of some sort, maybe black pepper and those kinds of spices. That's really, that's the third flavor. That's adding something else to the cheese. Oh,
That really worked.
That really works, doesn't it?
I'll let Kit pour another. Yeah, that just sort of brought out, it kind of contrasted the cheese enough, gave another flavour, that fruitiness to it also added something. And yet the cheese still had its own place. It didn't get kind of diluted by the flavour.
No, it didn't cancel, it enhanced, didn't it? So and there was some extra flavour that somehow came out, or it brought out more of the nuttiness or something. That is a winner. And totally different, isn't it? Like when we were having the Long Jing with the cheese, that worked as well, but it was more fresh and more aperitif, you were saying. This one
you'd end a meal with.
Yeah.
Quite happily.
Yeah. All right, so we're on to our next cheese.